How are you doing? It's Tree, and today I'm going to make some Samoas, like the Girl Scout cookies. They're organic, vegan, raw, gluten-free, dairy-free, refined sugar-free, soy-free, made with just a few beautiful ingredients. So simple. Get you some. These are the ingredients for the Samoas. We have shredded coconut, medjool dates, almond butter, maple syrup, pure vanilla extract, alcohol-free, and sea salt. I turned the oven on to 325 degrees, so get that going. The first thing that we're gonna do is lightly toast the shredded coconut. We'll lay it onto a parchment-lined baking tray, and then we'll mix the Samoas, so you will need a food processor. Let's do it. We'll take 1 1/2 cup of the shredded coconut and place it onto a parchment-lined baking tray. Take the shredded coconut and place it in the oven at 325 degrees. Set your timer for 10 minutes. Halfway through, open up the oven and stir up the coconut. While the coconut is getting toasty, pull out your food processor and let's mix the first part of the ingredients together. Remove the lid, and this is 1 cup of packed medjool dates that have been de-seeded and de-stemmed. Make sure they're nice and soft. Put them into the food processor. Break them up a little bit. Add in 1/4 cup of almond butter, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, and 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. Put the lid on and turn it on. Turn it off. Take the lid off and scrape down the sides. The dates love to clump together. Smells delicious. Open up the oven and pull out the tray and just lightly stir it. Put it back in. Turn off the stove and the timer. Let's grab the coconut. Nice and toasted. We'll transfer it into a bowl. The tray is hot, so carefully lift the parchment paper. Now we'll add the toasted coconut into the food processor and mix again. Put the lid on, turn it on. Turn it off. Now let's transfer that back into the dish so we can make these Samoas. We'll take the batter here, put it onto a parchment tray, and I'm going to roll it out with a rolling pin and then cut them into small little Samoa cookies with the hole. If you have a silicone donut pan, you can do that. I'm just gonna do it this way. My parchment piece of paper here. Parchment lined baking tray again, and I'm cutting with this tool here. You can use a glass if that's easier, or if you don't have this, into nice little rounds. Now I'm taking this little tool I have here, and you don't have to do this part, but I'm cutting little holes in the middle to create the donut. I'm using my cannoli roller here, which I've never actually used to stamp holes like that. I do have a donut pan, it's just not silicone. So I was creating the donuts my own way, and I'm using a sushi stick to pull the dough out. It's pretty simple. I tend to do things the hard way, but there it is. And now I'm just using the rest of the dough to make a few more cookies. There you have it, hand cut little Samoa cookies. We'll stick these in the freezer for a few hours so they get nice and chilled. Pull them out, dip them in some of the raw chocolate, drizzle raw chocolate on top, stick them back in the freezer, store in the freezer. Boom, Girl Scout cookies. And with the extra dough that I had, I went ahead and made a giant one. It's not perfect, but you know Willow will eat it. Willow pulled the Samoas out of the freezer because you know she can't wait.
You know, whenever there's a sweet around, have you noticed? I'm almost always in the room or in the picture, coming around the corner, looking.
She's gonna have to wait a few
Where
more
is
hours.
it? Where's my sweet?
This is the raw chocolate that's been melted. I put it into the dehydrator. What we're going to do is dip the Samoas into the chocolate so that the base and a little bit of the sides are covered in chocolate. Then we'll drizzle the chocolate on top so it's not fully submerged. So you'll have to wait a few more hours, sorry.
Oh, God.
But she did make the lemon loaf cake today all by herself. I feel proud of her.
Thanks. I'm not like the major chef around here.
She's the taste
but I
tester.
am the major taste tester,
Yes.
that's for sure.
All right, let's get to this process. You can use your fingers. I happen to have this little tool from my chocolate machine that I'm going to use. Stirring the chocolate from the bottom. Have a fresh parchment here. Going to grab it. Oh, that's good. Dip. Putting these back in the freezer so they get nice and chilled.
Hey everyone, I'm gonna try out the Samoas. I'm really excited about this. Here I go. Oh my God. They're so caramely and chewy. So yummy. So I don't want to spray my snack at you, but this interior that's so caramely is medjool dates. And these dates, they've been around, I mean, they've transcended time. They've totally moved with us humans. And one of the really, not one, the many cool things about dates is that they provide a high level of dietary fiber. So that helps to aid in our digestion. And dates are also loaded with vitamins and minerals like potassium and magnesium. And most of us are deficient in magnesium. So this is a pretty fantastic way to get magnesium in a yummy sweet snack. Just amazing. It's crazy how they completely mimic caramel. And you know, dates, there's so many different varieties of dates, but the medjool date, it really, really mimics that caramel flavor that we all know and love, like on caramel apples or the caramel in a chocolate. These are amazing, and it's so cool. There's just nothing bad about this. So this is the giant one that was for me. I'm gonna take a bite, but I've been really trying not to eat as many sweets because the truth is, she was gone for a while and all I did was eat the lemon cake. So, and the Snickers and the Twix because they were all in the freezer. So, oh my God. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at that. It's like I'm eating a candy bar. Get you some.